I don't know, boys.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
So you guys know I've been really high on Shaedon Sharpe. Like, I really want him to come to San Antonio Spurs, and now I'm like, I don't know. I really, really don't know. Now, in a plethora of other videos, we've talked about it, and you can kind of see that my enthusiasm over the, span of the last few months have decreased quite a bit, if you will. So I just don't know. And after this Q&A, I really don't know. So if you guys don't know, Shaedon Sharpe has worked out with the Spurs, and I'm going to tell you why that is a big deal and why I am happy about that. But I do want to go through this Q&A that he actually did with Jeff Garcia. So as we can see here, this is what Jeff had to ask. You worked out with the Spurs ahead of the NBA draft. How was that? Well, the workout was a one-on-one workout, so it was really me there at the workout. It was really good. What kind of feedback did you receive from the Spurs? The feedback was solid. What are your thoughts on possibly joining the team if you get picked by the Spurs? If I play with the team and end up in San Antonio, I think it will be a good team. I feel like I can really help them by scoring the ball and playing defense. Is there a player on the Spurs roster you like to play with? No, not really. I see it just as a place where I can just showcase myself and really play. Get after it. Guys, these aren't good answers. Like, these are not good answers. And I look, his talent is there. It's still a gamble. You're still rolling the dice, but this is not a good answer. And I'm not saying that he has to be like pinpoint perfect when you're answering certain questions. But when Jeff asks, is there a player on the Spurs roster you like to play with? And you're like, no, not really. I just want to showcase myself. I don't know. If we were playing NBA 2K and you gave this answer, you would lose a lot of fans. You just would. Minus 200. Like, this is just not good. All right. Okay. I digress. Okay. First and foremost, there's a lot of red flags here that I've been pointing out over the last few weeks. Not to say that I'm not still excited if the Spurs go after him. I got it. I'll get with it. But as it stands right now, this is kind of rough. Like, this Q&A is a little rough. And in the reports that's coming out is nothing that just screams that everything went so phenomenal and the Spurs are ecstatic. Not necessarily. And that hasn't really been the case for a lot of the prospects, but we've gotten more out of them than this. So I don't know what's going on here, but I will say this, okay? I will say this. If the Spurs pick him at 9th, I'm going to have complete faith in the front office, because we don't have a bad front office whatsoever. They always make solid decisions. They don't necessarily jump the gun. They take risks, but not unnecessary risks. Like, I even think the Luka Samanic risk was a decent risk, and I assume that they knew Keldon Johnson was going to fall even further, and maybe they could take him later. So they don't take crazy amount of stupid risks. Okay, so if they take Shaedon Sharpe, that means the workout went well. They've interviewed him. They talked with them immensely, and they are bought in. And if that's the case, I'm gonna trust the Spurs scouts, trust the Spurs execs, and I'm gonna trust Brian Wright in this situation, because we are that thorough when it comes to these players. So if they take them, that means there's more to them than this. But I have to be honest, when I read over this, because I knew about the workout and I wanted to see, what were some of the things that he was saying. This is god awful. I'm sorry. This is just god awful. And I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. Let me just read it one more time in case somebody says that I'm over exaggerating. Is there a player on the Spurs roster you like to play with? Nah, not really. I just see it as a place I can showcase myself. Show you what I can do. So, in other words, I can show you what I can do in the next couple years. You can trade me to the Lakers. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know if that's it. Look, he's a young kid. I don't know, but this is just not good. Especially somebody who's not really that hasn't really been able to showcase what they could do in college necessarily. I just feel like if you're getting these questions from the San Antonio Spurs, right, a Spurs writer, and he's asking you these direct questions about, hey, is there a player on the team that you want to play with? This just kind of comes across like you don't know the roster. And that has not been the case with many other prospects that have talked about the San Antonio Spurs and coming to the Spurs. They know the people on the team. They know who they feel they can gel with. They know who they could play with. It seems as if coming to San Antonio would not be the best option for him. And I don't know. It's a lot of weird vibes I'm getting. But like I said, if the Spurs take them, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to take it in. I'm going to say sure because I just trust them that much. But my personal opinion right now, it's a nod for me, fam. So you guys let me know what you think. You want to support the channel, only $2 per month. Patreon, YouTube members, link in the description. We are going to be going live during the draft, so that's going to be something. I'm going to actually jump on like an hour before. So we're going to jump on, have some Spurs talk, have some draft talk, and it should be pretty fun. I'm actually thinking about going through every single prospect like live. Just, I don't know. I just think that would be fun just really quickly. But I'll get with you guys later. Until next time, deuces.